Cattle markets are off to a great start in 2026. All classes of cattle, prices are higher across the board, box beef prices. So we're continuing the fundamentals that we've been seeing for the last couple of years, really just extending the kind of market environment that we've been in. We've had quite a lot of data in the last few weeks, beginning with the annual inventory numbers that came out at the end of January. And they confirmed that, in fact, the beef cattle industry got a little bit smaller in 2025. The beef cow herd, notably, was down 1% again. So we thought 2025 might be the low, but 2026 probably will be the low. We'll have to wait now and see what happens this year as we go into next year. But so we're still kind of looking for a bottom in this thing. And because of that, the supply fundamentals remain extremely tight and supporting these prices as we go forward. Beef demand continues to be extremely strong as well, and the combination of those two is what sets up the record prices that we continue to see. You know, the one thing that we did see in the annual inventory numbers was a slight increase in beef replacement heifers, up about 0.9%. So that suggests that maybe the industry is beginning to sort of turn the corner on some heifer retention and the things that might lead eventually to some herd rebuilding. But we will not see any herd rebuilding in 2026, and likely not much, if any, in 2027. So it's a slow process. We may just be beginning at this point in time. We've also had finally got the final trade data for 2025. So with the December data, we're now complete for the year. And so we can summarize the year. You know, beef imports were up 18% last year. Beef exports were down a little bit over 14% last year. That's a continuation also of the trends we've been seeing in recent years. Beef production was down in 2025, and obviously with the higher prices, it favors the trade patterns that we're seeing here with increased imports and decreased exports. So, market continues on the same path that we've been going on at this point. Producers going forward will continue to watch these market fundamentals. Supply side's pretty well fixed, so we don't have to worry too much about it. We'll monitor it, of course, but demand side, we continue to monitor to see if there's any changes there. No indications of any weakening or pushback on beef demand. And, the final thing I would say for producers is that we probably, the biggest factor that producers need to watch going forward is just the volatility in this market. There's a lot of uncertainty, a lot of external things that could influence the market, from political things to border issues, animal health threats with the New World screwworm, as well as industry infrastructure announcements. We've had some closings announced in the last few months on both beef packing plants and more recently of a feedlot. And so we're going to continue to see some adjustments in that. We'll want to monitor all of those things as we go forward.